All right, hello everybody. For all you that don't know me, I'm Jordy here at Carving Fusion. So I got this big old piece of red cedar, western red cedar. It's first or second growth. The center of the tree has got some rotting all the way down through here, and it gets bigger in the bottom. On the top, it's about like that big. It's kind of like punky wood. I can push it. So I'm gonna carve for the next little while here. For the next, I think like 7 or 10 days or whatever I want. I'm going to carve a bunch of things for the Spirit Trails in Ladner. I'm from Ladner, British Columbia, Canada. Spirit Trails are some carvings that I put in the little foresty area. Okay, Ladner is in British Columbia, Canada. In Delta, then we're in Ladner. The city of Delta, the town of Ladner. When I first started chainsaw carving, I put a bunch of little spirit poles and a wizard down in that little foresty area we got along the Fraser River here, and I called it the Spirit Trail. So because they're all wood spirits when I first started. So a good friend of mine suggested that I do some more carvings, and we go back there in a couple weeks and get a bunch of us to go, because lots of them are carved in poles like this. We dug holes and put them in there, but it's a really sandy area, so we got to re-dig holes and put them back in. So I said, screw it, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of new carvings for down there and update the Spirit Trail. So that's what these videos are going to be for the next week or two. If you want to watch, you can watch. If you don't want to watch, you don't have to. And this is a new mic. So this one, what I was doing there is just skimming. This is a piece of driftwood. I was just skimming the outside of the wood with my old 034. Still, it's on its last legs. And I'm going to carve a big, silly, happy face on this. I want everything to be happy because lots of kids go down there, and lots of elder people go down there as well. So I did buy this. This is like a peavey. So what you do is you put this on the log, and then you could spin it and make it so the log's standing. I bought this for save my back lifting logs. I should probably take this outside and cut the bottom more flat, but I don't want to right now. So anyways, let's draw the face on. I don't know, for all you beginning chainsaw carvers, I think it's most important to wear your safety gear, your chaps, keep your saws sharp, eye protection, hearing protection, gloves if you want. I don't wear gloves because I like to have a better grip on the saw. When I'm wearing gloves, I don't feel like I got full control of the saw. So this isn't going to be a wood spirit. This is just going to be a big, weird, happy face. Kind of just like, yeah, just something silly and fun. The whole piece. Carry on. Okay, so I got a lot of the blocking done on this. Remember how I said the nose should be pushed more to that side? The face should be more to this side, because now you can see how much extra wood I have over here, but that's not a big deal. It just kind of makes it trickier. Now you can see the darker, let me get a pen here. I hate pointing with my finger. Be a finger. You can see the dark spots, that's the hardwood inside the wood. So all this white wood is the sapwood. So the farther that you cut into the piece, you'll finally reach the hardwood. Lots of carvers remove all the sapwood, but I'm not going to do this on this piece. It's just for the spirit trail. So let's give you a side view, but let's give you a side view first. So, you know, if you're, I don't really go for realism. I really just don't care. But if you look at the side view of this face, so, excuse me, his eyes are here. They'll be sunken in a bit more. And then the mouth would be down here. So, does always leave this part wide, like extra wood. The eyes, so the mouth should be right about this far out. If you think about it, kind of that area. So, does the nose stick farthest off the face? No, it doesn't. I'm not too worried about it. But if I want to get the nose to stick farthest off the face, I could just cut these eyebrows off and recarve them in. It's not a big deal. Like I said, this is just going to be a big, silly, happy guy. So, what I look at right now too, you know, sometimes the wood can play tricks with your mind too, because you get different colors and different effects. Like what I look at, if I'm trying hard and I want everything to be the same on both sides, I look at where the face meets down here and the face meets here. I don't know if that's real. I haven't looked at a real face. I don't know. I don't care. So I look at that, see if those are equal. How far back it's pushed, like that way, how deep it is. Look at the temples. Sometimes I forget to give them little cheek bumps here, but it's not a big deal. So, I don't push the eyes back too far anymore, because the deeper that you carve the eyes, the harder you're going to have a hard time carving the eyes in there, because the deeper it is, see, if this is your Dremel, you're going to have a hard time, if it's super deep in there, getting your Dremel this way. It's just a lot harder when you carve the eyes deeper first. Just carved Rob pointed that out on one of his videos. It's okay. I'm somewhat satisfied. So now I got to think about what kind of mouth that I want to put on here. Where's that good black pen? What kind of mouth? Or do I want to give him an open mouth? Do I want to give him just a normal mouth, a lip? Do I want him to be like kind of look like an Indian, or what do I want to do? And it's just like, for all you people out there and friends, you can do whatever you want to do. And actually right now I haven't really put enough thought into it, what I want to do, because this is a big piece of wood. I don't want to waste it. So center lines too always help. So let's just pretend we got a smiley face here, a lip, just a smiley face here, and then we can do an open at the bottom lip. We can have some teeth in here, but that's a little bit too goofy. I think your smile lines, if you look at your face, if you look at my face is not the best to go by, but so these lines here, where do these lines go and connect with your smile? So I don't know. I think if we just give them a big smile, that will be fine. I do have to take some, I'm looking at this closer now, I have to take some more of this wood away to make it match to this, kind of slope your cheeks in a bit more. I don't know, I'm using this smaller pen when let's see here, let's just freaking do it. Let me stand back and look at it. You always want to stand back, look at your piece. Yeah, I think that works. I don't know. Just this big silly guy. I'll think about it. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Fantasy or no fantasy? So he's got a big bottom lip there. This is just chain, so I haven't pulled out the die grinder yet, but let's see here. Yeah, he's got the big bottom lip, kind of like a org. A big, who's that big green guy? I could carve this one ears, but forget it. But so now what I did, I did a huge mistake. I wanted to make this whole piece a face, and I didn't. So now, like, I'm going to carve a saying up here and maybe something down here. But now I got to carve something down here. So I'm thinking kind of like some lines coming out, kind of like, you know, like Carving Fusion swoosh lines, and blending them into like kind of some eyes and a nose, and kind of make the appearance of a face down here. What do you guys think? You know, I could just clean this up with the grinder and put it there like it is. You know, I was thinking about carving a feather on here, but I says no, because if I was carved a feather, people were trying to think I might be trying to carve an Indian or something, and I wasn't trying to carve an Indian. I was trying to carve some kind of fantasy face. But I got to think about what I'm going to do down here. How about I get it? First of all, I got to get it on my hydraulic jack stand, because I'm not bending over and carving that. But this log doesn't sit flat, so I got to cut the bottom of this log flat to make it sit on my jack stand straight. Anyways, friggin' nightmare. Okay, it's on there. Okay, so I think where do the ears lie on the face? The top of the ear is kind of just above the eye. It doesn't matter. I'm going to carve this guy some org ears so people know that I'm not really trying to carve a realistic face. They're just there to let me know that I got to carve ears in case I forget. So when I think and I speak for myself, you know, I kind of wish that I lowered it. Well, I could lower it and did all the die grinder carving on this first before I did this stuff, because if I do all this stuff and carve the face down here, then I got to do die grinder work down here and up here. I kind of wish I did this first, finished all up here first, then I could work down here. So you separate the chainsaw part from the die grinder part. So in a artistic view, here's a shout out to Studio on the Lake. You know, art has to, well, it doesn't have to. There's no, wasn't me. I'm out of here. Okay. Got away once again. Is this mic filming? I gotta make sure this mic's working, sorry. Okay, mic's working. So, what I was saying, art is it's all an experiment. I say art's just an experiment, and do what you want and don't care what anybody thinks. But I do think, like they say, the rule of art, it's always odd numbers. And I kind of agree with it. Whatever. I don't agree with the rules. Well, yeah, I guess I do. I don't like if I was going to put one face here and one face here, I think it would just look too easy, if that makes any sense. So I think I'm going to put one face here and then one face here. And with the spirit trails, I know when it rains in there, it's a really swampy area, like sandy and muddy, and the big raindrops falls off the trees, and it splats mud up down here. So I don't really need to do too much carving down here, but I will. So let's see here. I know, just like I said, this is a Jordy Does video. So how would I want to do the wood spirit? I think if I'm using an orange pen right now. If I kind of just do this, find your center point here. I do this. Then I kind of do this. And these are just going to be silhouettes of faces with weird lines and stuff like that. So And the more curves and flowiness you can have in your piece, I think the better. Where's the big pen? So I got these lines here. So these will be my final cuts. So there can be a face here. So that would be the center line, and a face here. Got some cracks there, so let's offset it. So like these can be the eyebrows. The nose here. And then, hello! People go down the freeway and they honk, saying, "Hi Jordy, I know you're at your carving tent." So then we got a face here, got a face here. These can be the eyebrows. Then you know you can bring this down here. Then we're gonna carry this up here, kind of like that, just carving fusion style. You guys will come up with your own styles. These lines I'm just drawing on for, I don't know, reference. You know, you can even carve a heart right here. Hearts are popular. Put a heart in there. Really, what do I know? I'm just here sweating my ass off, doing what I love to do. I can't say much more than that. And it's special because I can give back to my town. If you guys can do it, I suggest you do it too, because it makes you feel good. I'm going to get this carved in and I'll be back. Stand by. Let's see how the noise reduction works on this microphone. Probably not very good. Talking when the saw's running, see how well the microphone works. But anyways, So that was a bit more work than I expected. Probably like I don't know how long that took, but it's like 12:30 now. That's why I'm saying I wish I would have done all the stuff on this guy first. I am gonna actually let me get the you guys see I did the Shosugi pooped her pants. Shosugi band. For all you that don't know, new to the channel, you burn the wood and you clean it with a nylon wheel or this Scotch Brite. This is just a ready rod with a nut and bolt in there. The Shosugi band preserves the wood. What it does when you heat up the wood, it closes the pores. So that bottom piece is totally preserved. I did sand this heart with the flap sander right here. I used the Metabo, my new Metabo die grinder. I used the David Grass die grinder. The Makita 800C, I believe it is. GD0800C. And this Metabo I got for $50. It just friggin' kicks ass, man. I love this thing. So, let's see that. I just carved quick eyes in there. Big things, so they're obvious they're eyes, because I knew I was going to burn it. And this one, I kind of made it so, because this goes whoosh, like this, I kind of made his eye go up like that too. That's a good screenshot right there, actually. Stand by. Sorry about that. You got to do your screenshots. I don't know how well this mic's working too. I hope it's working and I don't have to do a voiceover. So you can see here, like the eyes, the nose. I just sloped the lip down. It doesn't matter. These are just like different shapes. That's what this piece is about. Different shapes. So you can see that one sloped up. They kind of look angry, but they're neat. And I just carved them quick. What I did is, for the eye, I just carved it round, and then I cut deep in there, and then you got a little pupil there. Got to remember, when you burn it, you're burning your detail away, so I did it really deep. Now, oh man, getting pretty tired, and you kind of see this guy had kind of a big chin, so I just did these cuts in here and brought it down. I am going to take my flap sander and clean this up a bit, because I'm going to put a quote in here. I'm going to put something up here, and then I'm going to put something down here. So I need to get the die grinder and clean that up. Anyways, onto this. You know, when I make those when I ask the questions in the comments, I think it's in the community section, I ask you guys' opinion. Really means a lot to me, all the different answers you guys give, and I read them all. I can't reply to them all, but I at least give it a like and a heart to show that I read it. This is what I came up with. Shit, I gotta reburn that and sand it again. When I work on this piece, let me see if it's in screen. When I worked on this piece, you know what I thought about? I thought about art, and like I said, it's all an experiment. Try new things and different things. I didn't have anything planned when I came here this morning. I just said I'm going to go into it with an open mind and have fun. But I thought about shapes. That's what this piece, I thought about shapes lots when I was making this piece. Just shapes. It's hard to explain. But here's some Japanese swoosh lines. Hi, Bap. Here's this. It's got the closed eyes. Just a funny face. I think it's cool. I like it. You might not like it. It's out there. It's definitely out there. So let me get the camera off the tripod. We'll give this fellow, there's Just Carve Rob side view. I Just Carve Rob. Love that gnome that you're carving. See, this is where I hit it with the nut. I gotta reburn it and sand it again. But shapes. Do you guys see shapes in here? They're my favorite things to carve, is shapes. I think it's cool. Kind of looks like an alien, out of this world creature just kind of having a rest, while these spirits down here are keeping their eyes all open for them. So now I got to carve some words in here for quotes. Positive quotes that all generations, I want it to be not something simple. I love the quotes that you guys have suggested so far. I want people to have to think about what it means. Not just like, hi, this is a carving. Yay. No, I want people, I'm going to put something in here, and I'm going to put something right there. I want people to stop and look at it and think, what the hell? People can think I'm friggin' weird. I don't care. What artist is normal? Normal artists are boring. Shapes. You can create any shape you want. That's all art is shapes. It's so much easier for me as a learning artist to be able to shape the wood than try and paint a shape or draw a shape with shading and stuff like that. That's why I switched to wood carving, because the truth is I'm not a very good artist, but I'm original. I do my own things. Shapes. You can create a shape, and you can even give that shape a name. Who says you can't? Is it illegal to give your shape a name? You could do a thing like this and have it like a blob shape, and you could call it a friggin' hippo, rhino, fish, dog shape. You can call it whatever you want, a blob shit shape, whatever you want. Shapes. Make your own. That's what it says down there. If you can't read it, make your own. So for the spirit trail, somebody's going to come along, they're going to see this, they're going to read shapes. They're going to see the face, they're going to see this stuff. They're going to read make your own. And they're going to think, what the hell does this mean, make my own shape? Well, it means just what it says. Normal shapes are boring. Triangles, squares, circles, rectangles, stop signs, whatever those are called. Make your own shapes. You know, just try to be you. Have fun. Try to be as original as you can. This is, what other carving in the world's going to say shapes on it? Make your own with the heart, wood spirits, and this weird face up here. Nothing, because it's original. Make your own. I never started the spirit trails or even this YouTube or anything to try and be known. I didn't. I'm just having fun. I got the head injury and I'm just trying to get through it. And you only live once and you only got one time to be happy. I know, the last 2 weeks I've been in miserable pain with my tooth. It's gone. But I tried to stay positive. I did smaller carvings, but that pain's gone. So now I'm going to hit this hard. Because I can, because there's no pain. Be original. I see wicked carvings of fish, wicked carvings of horses. For myself, my own opinion, that shit kind of bores the hell out of me. This might bore the hell out of you. I don't know. You might think, oh, this guy's just read out of his friggin' mind. Doesn't matter. I'm having fun. I did this for me and for my community. I'm doing this video for you guys and for me. I enjoy doing it. I think I'm just talking about a bunch of bullshit here. Be original. That's the only thing I can say. And like, think outside the box. And don't worry what people are going to say. Look, I'm going to put this in a trail. The spirit trails are getting more and more popular. And once I get some new carvings in here, I'm putting 10, 15 new carvings in there. Once those new carvings are in there, it's going to get more popular because my carvings are better than they used to be. People are going to see this. I don't care what they think. They don't like it, don't look at it. Have fun. Be yourself. Have a good time. Enjoy life. Be safe. Wear your chaps when you're carving for the very beginners. Don't forget to sign your pieces. Shapes. Make your own. You guys think you're going to see any other carvings like this in the world? Nope. Might not be the best. That's for sure. But I'll tell you one thing. It's definitely a Jordy Johnson carving fusion. Shape carving. Shapes. Think of shapes, everybody. Make your own. Also, be nice to everybody. I kind of hate hearts.